Linnerud Drive off in Sun Prairie. Well, this alert went out. They already had a suspect. They wanted to see if there were any other thefts related to their suspect. Well, they received numerous information tying their suspect to other cases. They were ultimately, my understanding is, able to charge them with 25 counts of theft. And this retail theft cases came out of Fort Atkinson. This individual went into a Kmart, grabbed 47 Blu-ray discs and some other merchandise, ran out the front door. An employee who was on top of things wrote down the license number. He was pulled over a short distance later, and when police searched his vehicle, they found a handwritten note of all the stores in Wisconsin that he had sold merchandise from. And it was like a who's who. Well, the Fort Atkinson Police Department sent out this list to all the retailers saying, if you want to see if you're on this list, please give me a call. They tied him to numerous other theft cases. And this was a burglary case out of Lake Dalton. This was the actual alert, the actual surveillance photo you'll see has a tattoo on his upper right arm. This young man burglarized a Quick Mart. He had a lookout working with him. Well, within 30 minutes of sending out that alert, they received calls from 3 Wisconsin Dells police officers. 2 of them were off duty, and they saw the alert on their cell phone with the photos. They identified this young man, and he was arrested along with his accomplice. And not only was he charged with this burglary, but also 6 vehicle break-ins and the theft of a vehicle. It actually stopped a small crime wave that was happening in the Lake Delton area.
NBC 15 News starts now.
Locking up criminals now at 6, keeping your loved ones safe with a new crime-fighting tool. It's a brand new statewide crime alert system that's already paying off in Wisconsin.
Police say they're grateful to have 2 criminals off the streets, and they're looking for more help from you.
NBC 15's Chris Woodard has tonight's big story.
When 2 kids walked into this Lake Delton Quick Mart and demanded money 3 weeks ago, police had 2 goals.
They were on a rampage, so to speak, in our village.
Find the guys responsible and stop the hurt for victims.
Obviously, these young men were not going to quit doing what they were going to do.
What police didn't know is how they'd very quickly be solving several crimes, thanks to a new system they just started using, the Wisconsin Crime Alert Network. Once Lake Delton police sent out that alert, the rest was pretty simple. 3 Wisconsin Dells officers saw the alert on their cell phones and recognized the person in the surveillance photo. It was the middle of the night and 2 of them were off duty, but they called, and within 20 minutes, police knew who their suspects were. These 2 17-year-olds were arrested, alleged to have committed the burglary and 6 other vehicle break-ins and stole a vehicle.
Using this network, we were able to stop these 2 kids from doing any further damage, causing any further pain to victims.
Today, Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen announced the alert system to the public.
I think it's safe to say that many, many more cases will be solved.
The Wisconsin Crime Alert Network is a statewide system that now allows police to send alerts to certain communities or types of businesses warning of crimes or asking for help in finding suspects. Simply put, they say they're helping you help keep yourself and your family safe by signing up to receive the alerts.
They have the opportunity then to be forewarned to hopefully prevent crime and also to help law enforcement solve crimes.
Today, Middleton Ford is recognized for signing up.
We are glad to participate.
And the hope is many more businesses and people will follow. I'm Chris Woodard for NBC 15 News.
If any of you are part of businesses that have multiple locations around the state, what you would do is you would actually have a membership that would include each of those counties where those locations were. And if you are part of a larger company like that, if you call me, on the back of your brochure is my direct email address and phone number. If you call me, if you're part of a company with multiple locations, I'll tell you how we set it up. It's $12 per county where you're located in the state, but we'll set that up for you. Just in the last 3 weeks, we've had all the Quick Trips in Wisconsin, all the Walgreens, all the Target stores, and all Best Buy stores sign up every one of their store locations. So we kind of have some momentum going. And I'm going to have this program would be successful not because of what we're doing, but because you all joined and because departments like Sun Prairie are actively using the system. So they're going to talk to you in a moment. But any questions about the system itself before I turn it over to Sun Prairie? Yes.
I have a question.
I'm always nervous when somebody enthusiastically raises their
So my question is, do you have any follow-up? So people are a part of this and they got, Joe Schmo up there. Is there follow-up saying, yeah, we caught the guy or the
You know, that is one of the things that we really do try to stress with the system, is that if you make an arrest, ID a suspect, we encourage all the agencies to do send follow-ups. The thing about this program is, it is new, and there's going to be a large learning curve, and it's going to take a while as far as just use of how to not only train citizens of what to look for, but law enforcement. But that is one of the things that we do stress. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Would you be involved with, like if somebody's trying to write checks out of closed accounts, is that
you know,
something you want to alert?
Yes, about closed checks. The thing is as far as fraud involving, you know, financial fraud, what we tell departments is if it needs to be somewhat major in terms of if the frauds have already involved a substantial amount of money, that would certainly be the case. One of the things that we are looking at doing is setting up a group for financial institutions where to help them share some of that information. But if it did reach a large scale, I can tell you of an alert that went out about a week and a half ago. There was an individual who was walking down the side of a road, middle of the night. Police stopped him, they questioned him. He was actually brought up from North Carolina with a group of other individuals who were drug addicts, and they were bribed, given narcotics the whole way up, and they were brought up here to cash counterfeit checks at all the local banks. That's something that we sent out to all the banks in the area.
I had an instance with you about a month ago where someone was, we're going to be moving out of the area, and they came and handed a check for $1,700, and I went to deliver the merchandise and noticed there was a moving truck, and so I called the bank. It was a closed account. Yeah,
counterfeit checks are really, and sometimes we'll send out alerts about different schemes, but we always try to make sure that it's tied to a specific case that an agency is working.